No cap allowed, better check that at the door. We speak what they think, but be scared to explore. It's bold, it's real, every word got weight. This the no cap room, where the truth don't wait. No cap room, we don't care who get mad. Only real talk here, no fiction, just facts. It's honesty, raw, unfiltered with proof. If you scared of the truth, then it's ain't for you.
This is Lady Miz from the Ground Up Productions, and you're tuned into the No Cap Room where we keep everything all the way real. Today is a very deep topic, but a topic that we need to be discussing, and it needs to be at the forefront because our lives are at stake here. So today I'm going to be discussing the emotional toll of the medical neglect. That's something that we are all dealing with, whether you know it or not, and especially if you are a person of color, meaning black. It is a scary thought to consider that the people that we trust in our lives, like our doctors, may not be doing everything in their power to ensure our health and safety. But fortunately, that seems to be the case in many medical practices today. Doctors are supposed to be the experts, right? The ones who we turn to for guidance and care. And when it comes to our health, that's who we normally turn to. But what happens when they refuse to listen to us? Refuse the necessary tests that we need and refuse to consider alternative options for our treatment. Listen, I have experienced this firsthand and where a large medical company seem to prioritize profit over patient care. The doctors there are arrogant and dismissive, refusing to take the time to listen to their patients and understand their concerns. They are quick to write you a prescription and avoid discussing holistic approaches to health. Now, granted, I do understand that their field is medicine, so that's what they're going to prescribe you. But at the end of the day, I thought that doctors were there to make sure that they help their patients get better, not just to write out prescriptions so that they can get their bonus. They do not appreciate being questioned on anything as if they possess all of the knowledge in the world. They don't want you to come in there and talk about anything that you researched on your own. What's even more concerning is that they seem to be more concerned with what the insurance will cover rather than what is truly necessary for the patient's well being. They will refuse to do certain tests or procedures if that means saving money, even if it could potentially save a life. It's disheartening to see that the medical industry has become so focused on financial gain instead of the oath to do no harm. Patients are left feeling unheard, uncared for, and ultimately at risk of their health deteriorating due to negligence of their doctors. However, it's important to recognize that the responsibility of our health is not solely on the shoulders of doctors. While it is true that some of our health issues may be linked to factors beyond our control, such as GMOs, pesticides, processed foods, we also have the power to make better choices for our well being. Seeking out healthier options and making informed decisions about what we consume can have a significant impact on our overall health. By being mindful of the foods we eat and the products we use, we can take proactive steps to prioritize our health and well being. It's time for us to take our health into our own hands and stop depending on these heartless, money driven doctors. We need to demand better care, demand to be heard, and demand that our health is not compromised for the sake of profit. It's time for a change in the medical field. And it starts with speaking out against these practices and seeking out these doctors who truly prioritize the well being of their patients. Our lives are too valuable to be left in the hands of those who care more about their bottom line than our health. Remember, no one knows your body better than you do. When your body is sending you signals that something is wrong, it's important to trust your instinct and listen to what it's telling you. Even when doctors may dismiss your concern, it's critical to advocate for yourself and seek care and attention you believe that you need. Your body's signals are valuable and should not be ignored, as they often provide important insights into your health and well being. Now, I want to talk about taking back our health. As a Black woman, and as someone who is deeply passionate about my people and my community, I'm here right now talking to you guys honestly with disappointment and a heavy heart. We are living in a system where the medical field and institutions meant to heal has too often harmed us, deceived us, and treated us as less than human. Now, this part, I am talking specifically to Black people. After reading Medical Apartheid, my eyes were open even wider to the truth. The mistreatment of Black bodies in medicine is not new. It is historical, systematic, and ongoing. This is not being paranoid, okay? This is documented facts. We have been lied to. We have buried way too many friends, too many family members, lives that could have been saved if proper care and honesty had been given. Instead, their pain was dismissed, their symptoms minimized, and their humanity ignored. We're also faced with another chilling reality: our organs. Our very own bodies have value in the eyes of those who see us not as people, not as humans, but as a resource to exploit. It's time to take control of our health, to demand transparency, and to question every damn thing, and to protect ourselves and our loved ones. This means second opinions. This means knowing our rights as a patient. This means documenting everything, and I mean everything. We cannot stay silent. We must stand together, fight for our lives, and rewrite the rules of our care. If you don't take a stand now, we will continue to lose generations to the system that has never, ever protected us. Our lives matter, our health matters, and we will no longer accept anything less than the truth. Just know that this is just part one. We will continue to report and bring you news on what is happening in the medical field when it comes to us, people we know, and things that we researched. I am calling on everybody to take a stand for humanity. And I'm calling on Black people to wake up. Read that book, Medical Apartheid, so you can understand why you may feel the way you do when you are at the doctors and feel like you're being ignored, not treated right. Also, understand something. I'm not trying to be mean, but just because someone looks like you doesn't necessarily mean that they have your best care. So make sure when you are paying attention and really analyzing an individual that you are going to for help, that you see how they act, how they talk, what are their bedside manners, how far are they going to make sure you are okay. But know that they can't do it alone. It takes you. It takes you to stand up and make the right decisions. You can't do all the wrong things to your body and expect and run to the doctor and expect them to fix everything that you continue to do wrong. We have to take personal responsibility for some of the things that we do to ourselves, even after having the knowledge to know the things that are actually unhealthy for us. We have to make better choices. And I know it is hard, especially when you are used to eating a certain way and being a certain way. Know that these things were passed down through slavery purposely because they gave us the worst of everything. And these things affected us in our health. And then they tell us that, oh, it's because of if it's in your family, you have it. But they never tell you that if you just make these lifestyle changes, that you would be okay and you don't have to have everything that your great grandma had or your grandma had or even that your mom had or dad or grandpa, that you can make the necessary changes for your health. Some of the major key points in that book that I'm discussing with you guys, Medical Apartheid, is them speaking on the historical exploitation of black people, okay? Where black people have been used as medical experiments without consent from slavery through the modern times up until today, 2025. Systematic neglect is also something that is mentioned in that book. Medical racism continues to affect the quality of care, also diagnose accuracy and treatment options given to black patients. Organ harvesting and body threats. They have documented cases where black bodies, living and deceased, were exploited for medical research without permission. Now we want to talk about something else that was discussed in that book. Another thing discussed in that book is mistrust. It's justified. Us not trusting the medical system is rooted in centuries of abuse, not superstitious. They always try to make it look like we're just paranoid. We're not paranoid. We know what y'all been doing to us for many, many years. That's not being paranoid. That's looking at the facts and traditions that have been passed down in the medical field by racist people and racist doctors that continue to push the narrative that still is tied to medical racism. So, yeah, the book also discusses a call to action. This call to action is educating yourself and advocating for yourself and other people is extremely necessary to protect ourselves and our people and our community that they think we no longer have. But guess what? It's up to us to stand up. It's up to us to speak up. It's up to us to expose. This right here is a conversation that needs to be had, and we will continue to discuss this, and I will bring on people to show you exactly how it's still going on to this very day so that you can see that there are a lot of things out here that they've been telling us that's not even true, even when it comes to being brain dead. I'm going to end it like this because I want you all to think about something. Now, I'm not saying that this is a factual thing. I'm telling you this is my feelings, my thoughts. If your loved one is on a machine and they're telling you that you need to make a decision and they're telling you that the individual is basically gone, their life is gone, they are dead or brain dead, and that the family needs to make a decision. If the individual is truly dead or brain dead, then what decision do the family actually needs to make? The decision has already been made by God, right? It's that person's time, correct? Why are you putting this on the family member after telling them that the family member's already gone? I seen the doctor say there's no such thing as being brain dead. They say that so that they could get the organs of the individual. It was a lie, which makes me think about people in my family.
Brain death is a lie. So people don't even realize it's a lie anymore. But it's been a lie from the beginning, continues to be a lie. They invented brain death mainly to get organs, but then also so they don't waste money on treating people who aren't ever going to get a job, who are just going to live and not die. And so to see what brain death is, it's primarily a way to get organs. You cannot get any organs from a cadaver. Every organ that's transplanted is a healthy organ, and you can only get healthy organs from living persons. You cannot get any organs for transplant from a cadaver. The things I'm telling you is that you are not allowed to hear, because if you hear it, you will be upset, as all three of you are upset. And rightly so, you should be upset. Whose organs do they want? Certainly from all children, but especially the people who are 16 to 30. And their life is in jeopardy. If they're unconscious and on a ventilator, they're going to get their organs. Everybody who's called brain dead has a beating heart, circulation, and respiration. If they didn't have that, you wouldn't have to call them brain dead. You could call them dead.
So this is part one of the emotional toll of the medical neglect that we continue to face still in today's time. And I hope that this is helpful and woke some people up, and that you guys take the necessary steps to do what you got to do to protect yourself, your loved ones, and your people. You know what it is. This is the No Cat Room, where we keep it 100% real. We ain't sugarcoating nothing, and that's how it is. Peace.